How to pass the Microsoft Azure AZ-300 exam and free resources. Exam preparation tips. A candidate for this exam should have advanced experience and knowledge across various aspects of IT operations, including networking, virtualization, identity, security, business continuity, disaster recovery, data management, budgeting, and governance. This role should manage how decisions in each area affect an overall solution. In addition, the candidate should be proficient in at least one of these Azure knowledge domains: administration, development, or DevOps. Skills measured: deploy and configure infrastructure, implement workloads and security, create and deploy apps, implement authentication and secure data, develop for the cloud and for Azure storage. Understand exam structure. 1. AZ-300 is focusing on practical use cases of Azure technologies. Exam questions: 4 to 6 questions. Some questions are worth 1 point. Some questions cannot be skipped. There are different types of questions: multiple choice, build list, hot area, drag and drop, reorder, and so on. There are also performance-based questions, labs, to be done in Azure portal. Questions are often in context of case studies where you need to gather and understand information across multiple sources. Exam duration: 3.5 hours. Schedule 30 minutes for reading and understanding instructions and rest for actual exam. Take your time with the questions. It is important to read carefully to understand. Learn how to manipulate resources on Azure using command line tools and Azure ARM templates. I had maybe 2 to 3 questions with some PowerShell commands and none with Azure CLI. But of course, each exam is different, so it's best to stay safe and learn this as well. Use AZ Interactive to enable CLI auto-completion and helpful tips. Use PowerShell, get help on commands, and understand the order of commandlets. First, create resource groups and so on. 3. Always answer all the questions. There is no penalty for wrong answers. 4. Practice key components using Azure portal. There will be practice tests. You need to be very familiar with Azure portal. Know how to search for resources and create them quickly. Make use of tool tips. They often explain details you need to finish the lab in case you don't remember details for a service or resource. Create free accounts on Azure and practice. Schedule exam and create a preparation plan. I scheduled my Microsoft exam when I believe I am 85% ready. But make sure to give more time to make up and stay consistent with remaining time before my exam day. For example, 10 days plan. Days 1 to 3, deploy and configure infrastructure. Days 4 to 5, implement workloads and security. Day 6, create and deploy apps. Day 7, implement authentication and secure data. Day 8, develop for the cloud and for Azure storage. Day 9, practice exams and mock questions. Final review. Please don't use so-called brain dumps. It's also helpful. I use Microsoft Azure AZ-300 Architecture Technologies practice exams. You can get them on Udemy during Cyber Week. Day 10, exam. A few thoughts after passing the exam. The exam focuses heavily on networking and VMs. Questions are really tricky with multiple layers of indirection and broad knowledge of even small properties of different Azure managed services. It's required to answer majority of the questions. Questions around virtual networks were most difficult, setting up load balances, connected networks, and all these under complex, often tricky. All these under often complex and tricky requirements. There are separate sections for case study and labs. Case study requires good understanding of problem domain and requirements. So read each question carefully. You have so much time. Resources. You can get resources at docs.microsoft.com. As you can see in the links, Linux Academy, Pluralsight, and also free exam questions and answers at examtopics.com And also you can also get the dumb questions, and also GitHub link, as you can see. If you know you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more data science videos.